Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Anika. Today I'm creating a card using the Altenew Painted Poppy stamp set. Here I am getting my stamp onto my card base, which is watercolor paper. I am using the Tim Holtz stamping platform to make sure everything gets lined up perfectly. And I got this only a couple months ago, so I'm super in love with the Tim Holtz platform. I love that you can flip it around when you're using the red rubber stamps. So that's my favorite. It took me so long to get this the stamp to move to the right. I cut out like 4 minutes of the video, but I needed it to be like just perfect. And with the magic of video editing, you did not have to suffer through that. So that's all done. I'm just stamping it to make sure that the ink is nice and dark and black. And that's the great thing about a stamping tool like Tim Holtz's platform, is that you can stamp it over and over and over until you are completely satisfied with your image. Here I am looking for a sentiment to go onto my card, and I am using what I believe is what is it called? Penny Black's sentiment stamps. So I am making sure that it's on there perfectly again, and I'm going to stamp it on there. And yeah, hopefully I speed it up some. But I'm using VersaFine black ink, and it's taking a few stamps. With watercolor paper, it does take a few times to get your impression on there nice and crisp. Like I said, back in the day before the platforms were available, you would ruin a card because it didn't stamp as dark as you wanted, and you tried to restamp it and it did not work out. So here I am using my brand new Mission Gold Watercolors, which I'm super in love with, and my new Black Velvet Silver watercolor brushes. Love them. And I'm just coloring it in. And one thing I like about watercolor is when you get those hard edges, you let it, like right now I'm letting it dry a little bit before I add on another layer of color. So I left that in the video for you guys to see. I didn't take it out. But I'm just waiting for it to dry just a little bit so I can go ahead and add on another layer of color. It's taking longer than I expected, but that is what we're doing right now. With the Mission Gold watercolors, they come in tubes, and you put the pigment in the wells. There are 36 colors, I believe, and you put them in the wells, and it dries. And then when you use your watercolors, you just take water to reactivate them. So here I am right now adding that second layer of color that gives you that shading that happens when you do it this way. It's like amazing. And then you can like use I didn't use my heat tool or anything. I just kind of let it air dry a little bit. But I'm still practicing because right there the pigment got away from me and it's going too far. On that left flower, it's too much. But I just had to let it go because I wasn't starting all over. But yeah, cause I made like 4 cards, I think. So there it is, super cute. So now I'm going to put it together on a card. Let you see what the final front of my card looks like. I'm going to use a square die, which puts the what's it called? The faux stitching around the edges, which I love. I'm gonna put on a black cardstock. And usually when I use black cardstock, I add a white piece in the center. So the so I can write a message on there to the recipient. So anyway, that is how my card is coming out. It is almost done. I'm adding some jewels, which I love. And these are just from like Michael's. They're not anything, because all the packaging is taken off. So I just go to Michael's and I pick up a lot of silver, a lot of white, sometimes a lot of color, and I have like a bin that I pull through. So we're coming to the end of my video. This is my first video of 2018. Thanks so much for watching. If you like my video, hit that like button. It will reach more crafty friends if you do. Make sure to comment and subscribe. Hit that bell and you'll get a notification every time I post a video. Thanks again for stopping by, and I will see you next time.